Okay, in this video, I'm going to run through how the recruiter's perspective is of Guhuza and a little bit more about the functionalities and how the matches are made. So, quick high-level summary. You want entertainment, you get instant results with Netflix. You want to go somewhere, you get Uber in minutes. You want to hire, interview live with Guhuza in minutes. So Guhuza is your ultimate hiring tool. We do real-time interviews with qualified and interested candidates. You have searching power. We search your own applicant tracking system and other databases as well. You're going to be using cutting-edge technology in the recruiting space. So let's get into the weeds. So a little bit about Guhuza and TorontoJobs.ca, because that question does come up quite a bit. Guhuza is powered by TorontoJobs.ca. TorontoJobs.ca recruiting division actually does testing and gives feedback for the platform so we can continuously improve Guhuza. We've also integrated the TorontoJobs.ca job board. So if you're located in the Toronto area, you get the benefit of added exposure of candidates without extra costs. There's marketing, accounting, administrative support as well, and Guhuza is Canadian owned and operated. So the recruiter perspective, what we do is we compare the job description to the resume database. So once you upload your job description, we will compare, when you click find candidates, we'll compare all the resumes within milliseconds to find the best match candidates. Generally, the top 500 candidates are pinged. 1 per 100 comes on Guhuza initially from your account for an interview live. Invitations are sent to candidates to join the interview, and we're always reviewing results. So if you see any candidates that come into the waiting room that just don't make sense, let us know so we can keep improving the matching. The Guhuza database itself has been building since 2022. We started in the Greater Toronto area. There's a very broad cross-section of candidates, sales, engineering, accounting, administrative, etc. And we also have Monster integrated as well as TorontoJobs.ca into Guhuza. So you get a good reach. So when you're posting a job, be very descriptive with the job description. Use ChatGPT. Also generalize your postings. So, for example, have had some clients who put in R32 gig welder with remote. Just put it down to the basics: welder or accountant or staff accountant or whatever it is. Try not to be too fancy because the system will match with your title, and if you put in something too complicated, it won't give you as good match. Have your description run through ChatGPT, for example. Try different titles as well. So you can clone jobs, and I'm going to show you in another video how to do that, and you can also archive jobs. So clone jobs, try a different title, switch up the job description a bit, and then run the platform again. So our strategy when you first start is to crawl. Have a very limited sample, do very specific searches. What's your database strongest in if we've integrated your applicant tracking system? Get used to how the system works. We put out initial pings, allow time for candidates in your database to familiarize and ask questions, and we only bring small pieces of your ATS in. Then you walk. So system is working, we review the results, and then you run. More difficult jobs to run, broaden the database searches, strategize approach. So we compare this to if you get car keys from a dealer, you buy a car, well, the last thing you want to do is just go on a highway and drive really fast. So just really, really work it in slowly, understand the process. It does take a little bit of time to get used to the platform. So when you push the button, you may be waiting a little bit longer as people understand what's going on and that you're using it. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in your time zone, whether it's Eastern Standard Time Zone or other time zone, is the best time. Try different times of the day, different results. Speed and results will improve over time, and people coming in after you leave the interview, that you're not interviewing any candidates, will show up in the lobby. So if you push the button at say 6 o'clock p.m. and you leave at 8 o'clock p.m., somebody comes in at 11 o'clock, you'll get a notification and the candidates will come into the lobby, not for an interview because you'll already have finished. For best results, interview everyone who comes onto the platform, whether they're a perfect fit or not. It reactivates your database. It might be good for another position now or later. It's good PR for your company. Those candidates will let others know, and it gives us feedback as well. And for even better results, if we've integrated your ATS candidates, let your candidates know you are using Guhuza and why. We can give you templates for that. We have emails, social media, and you'll get more resumes over time, and so on. So candidates coming in, part one, call them on the phone if they don't stay on. So if they come into the lobby and you don't interview with them, make sure to make sure to call them. They might be unsure as to how or where they were matched. Candidate might also think, is this legit? So just take your time and contact them as they're in. Our general suggestion is if somebody comes in, you start the interview and they haven't come in within 5 minutes, to give them a call at that point. You're going to be able to take notes, whether it's in Guhuza or obviously your applicant tracking system if you have one. You can message them also, and I'll show all this stuff in a demo on the platform in another video. And don't expect perfection. It's getting better every day in terms of candidates and matching, but the first time you run it, you may think, okay, well, why was this candidate matched? However, the reality is that when they come into the waiting room, they've gone through 3 hurdles. One is they've been pinged by our system, so they've been matched by our system. 2 is they're available, and 3 is they're interested right now. Some other best practices: multiple searches, use multiple browsers, notifications, make sure they're set. You put notes in the candidate's files, so you can record interviews, make notes when the best response time for jobs, and change up the job and rerun it if you're not getting it. Some other power user tips, and I'll show all these through another video. Leave the tabs open to allow candidates to come in. Don't make candidates wait too long to start an interview. If you make them wait, they're gone. Have your ATS open to make notes, download the resume, recording of interviews, share your screen, and if you accidentally close your browser, just go back in. And a couple more tips: after you leave the search, you will get a notification when someone comes in. After you close the interviews, you'll get an email with the resume. Don't rerun the same search for 24 hours. Candidates will unsubscribe if they get the same message too many times, and it'll reflect poorly on your company. Now, some Guhuza settings that we have, we won't send a candidate a job twice within 24 hours, but if you switch the job title and description and you clone the job or you create something new candidates or different candidates may get pinged. We change the rules depending on usage and feedback, and there's no scheduling candidate interviews as of now. So our goal is for you: first interview live within 15 minutes of pushing the button. Our goal is to get you 5 candidates onto the platform within the first hour. And as mentioned, candidates have gone through these 3 steps. So don't dismiss them too quickly that, oh, the resume doesn't look perfect. Interview everybody that comes into the platform. We have some tools here as well: how to use Guhuza, running multiple searches and knowledge base. And in the next video, I'm going to show you about the job seeker perspective. So thanks for watching, and any questions, feel free to reach out.